Hello, my lovelies. Good morning. It's Monday. It's the beginning of another week. We are almost out of Mercury in retrograde, so let's see what we have for the week of the 18th through the 25th of September. So remember that Mercury in retrograde will actually end on the 15th of September, and that we have about a 2-week shadow phase. So communication issues, technology issues, travel things start to ease up. We start to have a lot less hiccups. So let's start with the sign of Aries. We will end with the sign of Capricorn. I am going to go by elements. So fire, water, air, and earth. And each individual sign will be time-stamped in the comments below so that you guys can skip around. For your full week ahead, make sure that you watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements for your full week's forecast. Let's start with the sign of Aries. All right, so I posted on the community page that we were going to include your shadow work this week in your weekly message, your love messages, and your spiritual guidance all in one message. So these are going to be a little bit longer, and that's why I'm doing it in one video, to save a little bit of time and energy. Those of you guys that have been with me for a while know that I have fibromyalgia, and I'm also dealing with some other health issues. One of those being that my CPAP broke last night, and so I did not sleep very much, if any at all. So I'm very exhausted today, so we're going to get you guys' weekly messages out. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a hiatus this week. I really won't be posting a lot, but I will be on Thursday live for our weekly reading together, and I'm gonna put a poll up later today about what our topic is. If you guys have something that you really want to see on the channel, please comment and let me know. I would love to put out videos that you actually engage with. I love hearing the feedback from you guys, so if something resonates, at minimum hit the like button. If you guys really like my content, hit subscribe, follow the content. It definitely helps us grow. My goal here is always to help people in their healing along their journey. So let's see what we have going on for Aries. All right, we're gonna start with music. So your song is Come Fly With Me by Frank Sinatra. So you might be thinking of taking a trip somewhere. Maybe you're thinking of trying to ask somebody to come see you, but I feel like that could be a significant song. You have some daily affirmations. So one of those is to never settle. Don't just survive, it's time to live. So remember that you don't want to just be in survival mode, you want to actually live life. And one word, meditate. Tame the shit show by finding calm in the chaos. So that might be something that you need to live by, is that you might need to actually work on finding some calm. It does look like that we are dealing with some scars. So this could be something that is a physical scar, it can be emotional wounding, but these are some things that show us how strong we actually are. And this guardian dragon scars is one that's going to help you to actually have those come to the surface for healing, and then being able to hopefully release those. All right, so we don't want to live in regret this week. That's going to also be important for us, that the affirmation says, I know that I cannot change the past, so don't get stuck living there. Whatever happened in the past, let it be in the past. Almost let it kind of die away. Shed that old version of yourself, shed your skin like a snake, and realize that you have to go towards the future. Regret is a negative emotion. It'll lower our vibration, so we want to let go of that negative emotion and release that. In love, it looks like you could be thinking about somebody. You could be reminiscing about the past, the way that things used to be, looking at old photographs of maybe a certain someone and really feeling nostalgic. So it feels like this could be somebody from your past that maybe you have a lot of regret about how things ended or the way that things turned out. If there's no possibility that things can change, then I think we need to let go of that energy and work on healing. If something can be salvaged or something can be changed, then put forth the effort that's required. Your very soon card, within a month or less, clearly decide what it is that you want so it can come to you now. If you really have regrets that you feel like FOMO, fear of missing out, then you need to try your efforts at making sure that you didn't miss out on an opportunity. I always like the saying that if it's really meant for you, then you need to realize that it will come back into your life. So don't hold on to things from the past. We have to start making some new memories, but you also have to be open to new opportunities. All right, so it does look like you feel like you missed out on an opportunity. This is your shadow work. So I feel like we have to really shift our perspective and be open to new opportunities. And I don't feel like currently that you are. So trusting and listening to your intuition is going to help us to see new opportunities for what they are. Our blunt message is don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. So remember that you might need to actually let something go, especially something from the past. And again, if it's meant for you, it's going to find a way to you. All right, so let's see what we have for our tarot for the week. Interesting. All right, so we do have some decisions that we need to make, it looks like. Part of that is really finding our confidence and being more independent and really trusting our gut and following our passions. That it's time to let go of backstabbing, betrayal, and endings from the past, that we need to finally sever those ties. And you may have hit rock bottom in the process. Remember, the only way to go from there is up. So what you thought was a missed opportunity in love is going to circle back around, or it's a completely new person that's coming in, but something that brings you emotional fulfillment. It does look like it's taken a lot of strength, a lot of patience, and a lot of determination for these things to actually change, but remember that you are strong enough in order to face these fears and to be able to actually change things for the better. But the hardest part is going to be facing your fears. Remember that these scars might actually resurface, and that gives us an opportunity to decide what we want to do and what direction we want to take things. So be cautious of authority figures this week. I feel like you're really going to need to use your logic and come up with some sort of structured plan to take some action, and that you need to follow your passions. You have two cards here, and they're both fire sign energy, talking about passion and confidence and finding your sense of adventure. So be a little bit of a rebel. Just don't lose your cool this week. I feel like being a hothead is not going to help the situation, and don't jump into something head first without thinking about the consequences. So all in all, it looks like you have a lot of decisions to weigh. It looks like your primary focus is on healing this week, and that we need to get out of survival mode. So tame the shit show by finding calm in the chaos, and there may be a lot of chaos around you this week. Trust your intuition. You didn't miss out on anything. It's going to circle back around if it is meant for you. So get out of the state of feeling like you're in regret. I do feel like you really do need to make a decision on what it is that you want going forward so that it can finally come into your life. That's what we have for Aries this week. Hello, Sagittarius. This is going to be your weekly message. So let's see what we have going on for you. If I could pick up your cards. Your song is It's Your Love. So there might be something to do with love going on in your life this week that you're working towards, maybe being with somebody new or deepening some sort of existing connection. Your affirmations: make it happen. Do what it takes for your success. So if there's something that you're working on that is a project of yours or some sort of goal, do what it takes for your success. Take a deep breath and let your fucks go. Who needs to give one when you can release them all? So maybe your give a fuck is broken. I get that way sometimes too, where sometimes you worry too much and you just have to let things go. All right, so letting things go. There could definitely be some sort of ending, some sort of rebirth going on. So think of the death guardian here in this tarot deck as a guardian that's here to help you go through a rebirth or some sort of transformation. It looks like it could have to do with love. So know that adversity, I accept the challenges that are the best. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So there's some sort of lesson that you're going to be going through this week, but know that the adversity is actually meant to challenge you so that you can learn something. All right, we have the camera. So you might be thinking about the past person, past situation, and it's time to make some new memories. So learn from the past. Again, we are being challenged so that we can learn something. So there's some sort of lesson from the past that you need to overcome, that you need to take the inkling of whatever this lesson is in order to change your perception and see things differently. I feel like you really need to kind of get out there and live a little bit, that you're also actually needing to make sure that you have some fun in life again. So make sure that that's a priority. All right, so what's being hidden from us is that we are needing to take some action somewhere. Whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, I feel like that's really going to be important that you make the changes necessary in order to overcome these challenges. And you get some sort of breakthrough this week that's going to help you see things more clearly, some sort of aha moment, creative thinking, a breakthrough, like the light bulb clicks on finally this week. All right, some blunt messages. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. Eat something, right? You need some fuel in the tank in order to run. So make sure that you aren't neglecting your nutritional needs as well. I feel like that could be super important. All right, what do we have going on for you this week? So it looks like we definitely need to shift our perspective in this situation, whether it's in love or someplace else, that's going to be huge for us in order to make some forward progress this week. Sorry, this always bugs me when things are all jumbled together. Okay, so we need to start by shifting our perspective and being willing to take a leap of faith, go in a new direction, try things that maybe are out of our comfort zone, and that there's something that you also have to walk away from this week, that you are seeking the truth. You will get the clarity that you're needing this week, but you're going to also have to walk away from the things that you don't want or things that don't serve your highest good. Why? Because this is destiny. This is something that's changing for the better, that good fortune is going to find you. It's unexpected money coming to you, and it helps to restore the balance. That's your energy, Sagittarius with Temperance. So be willing to create balance and harmony from within. Follow your purpose. There's some sort of possible reconciliation. Could be from somebody in the past that maybe you also have feelings for, but I also get the feeling that you're really overthinking this right now, and that's leaving you feeling kind of trapped. So that we want to actually let go of that energy and be willing to try new things, take a step out of our comfort zone. So don't give up on your goals or your dreams this week. I feel like you've already planted the seeds and that they're starting to come to fruition. So don't give up too soon. Do what it takes for success. That's what we have for Sag this week. Hello, Leos. This is going to be your week ahead. Let's see what we have. Your song, Can't Help Falling. So Elvis Presley might be significant. He was one of my mom's favorite musicians. I remember she always played him all the time growing up. So we definitely got used to hearing his voice in the house, and I do still enjoy his music. Your affirmation, best day ever. Live and enjoy every minute of your day. So make things good. It doesn't have to be in the negative for any reason, no matter what you're going through. You can choose to live in a joyous environment and be positive and enjoy every minute of your day. Let's see. Come on, inner peace. I don't have all day. Be here now. So definitely feel like you could be a little frustrated this week, and definitely as the retrogrades end, it will start to achieve a little bit more peace that way. All right, so the water chalice is about baptism. All of the chalice cards in this dragon deck have something to do with being baptized in a certain element. So think of a water baptism where you're literally washing away the things that don't serve you, the things that are clouding your judgment, or the things that are emotionally overwhelming you. So we want to release those things. So you can do that by just simply taking a shower, washing your face, soaking your feet in Epsom salt or a salt bath. And so those are ways that we can kind of cleanse our energy and go through like a miniature little water baptism. It looks like you need to tap into your imagination this week. The affirmation says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. So where is your imagination taking you? That's something that maybe you need to tap into, that creative energy. And you might have water placements as well. Don't have to have those to be creative, but I feel like you really do need to nourish that part of your body, that it's going to give you some sort of freedom or excitement in your life again. All right, so for love, we have some sort of arrival or closure issues that are coming to the surface. So making some forward progress, moving on from some things, and I feel like really just letting go, and it might be to do with love. I strongly feel like this could be an ending somewhere, or somebody that you're trying to still get over, that maybe there was a breakup of some kind, but you are going to finally get what you need. I feel like you really need to follow your passions, and that might actually have you using your imagination in some capacity. Maybe you're very creative. I'm a writer. Music really speaks to me. But whatever the medium is that you use, live and enjoy every minute of your day. So do the things that you're full of passion and allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Your shadow work. you feel like you've missed out on some sort of wish fulfillment. And I feel like you really do need to shift your perspective and keep hope alive, that there is still the possibility that things can come in for the best. So get creative, come up with a new solution to whatever it is that's going on, and keep hope alive that things can change for the better. I feel like you're also struggling financially. Honestly, who isn't right now? But we might be in this lack mentality, and so we need to get creative. Maybe there's some sort of creative way that you can earn a living. Maybe there's something that you can do in order for things to actually change for the better. So don't be in the mindset of there's not enough or in lack. There is enough to go around in this world. Sometimes we just have to get creative in order for it to come into our life. All right, your tough love. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. So again, there might be something that you need to change. Maybe you need to go after a passion project or something that's more creative that brings you more joy and fulfillment. And if things just aren't cutting the mustard for you, put applications in at some place that you actually want to be. Let's see what we have for your weekly message. All right, so it looks like our walls are very high this week, that you've been through a lot of wounding. It definitely looks like it was a relationship. And so as a result, now you're very exhausted and your walls are super high. So be cautious with that energy. We want to make sure that we're dealing with people that we can trust. We don't want to deal with cheaters, liars, thieves, or manipulators, or otherwise untrustworthy people. That we want to make sure that we're dealing with good people, with morals, and people that will treat us the way that we treat them. That's not to say that that's easy to find sometimes, but I do feel like that they will get the karma that is coming to them. So there's some sort of improvement that's coming, or a change of perspective is definitely needed this week. And I feel like you're going through some sort of rebirth, and there are some sort of final judgments being passed. It could also be that you're dealing with some sort of legal issue, or you're finally going through a spiritual awakening and you're learning to find your inner peace. So remember, you might be rushing it. Come on, inner peace. I don't have all day. Patience will be required, young Padawan, young grasshopper. It's going to be okay, but you have to find your inner peace. So don't let other people's issues screw up your day, okay? So we do have the possibility of union coming in, some sort of equality in a partnership, somebody that you're very attracted to and somebody that you want a commitment with. But it will take some teamwork to make this dream work for success to happen. This could be that you need to collaborate with others as far as work is related or finances, or this is needing to collaborate with others when it comes to love relationships. Watch out for gossipy people or sneaky people. I feel like you could have some people that are talking behind your back. I also feel like they're behind you for a reason, so let that be a thing of your past. It does not matter what other people's opinions of us are. Remember this saying, everybody has an opinion. They're like assholes. We all have them, and most of them stink. All right, so we need to be brutally honest this week with ourselves. We need to follow our passions, and that we need to use our natural charm and be the natural born leader that we are. So go after the things that you want this week. Find your peace, and if love is an issue for you, know that you have somebody that wants a union with you, and it may take some time for karma to be dealt. So keep your hands clean and stay out of the mess this week. That's what we have for our Leos. Cancers, let's see what we have going on for you this week. All right, so your song is Truly, Madly, Deeply. That could be your feelings, or that could be somebody's feelings towards you. We'll find out some more when we get into your reading. No limits but the sky, and endless possibilities ahead. So it could be with love that there's some endless possibilities going on, or that there's some things that we need to address. I feel like you're destined for success, but it's almost like you have to believe in it in order for it to happen. Make me one with everything. He was frank with me. So maybe some frank discussions need to happen as well. I feel like that could really help you going forward this week, that if you need to be bluntly honest, maybe it's about love feelings, or maybe it's about some sort of business opportunity, be blunt and get to the point. I feel like that's going to help this week. All right, so there is some sort of divine order that's coming in for you. I do feel like there's some things that have to do with love. I feel like you're just going to have to kind of see how things unfold, unfortunately. So divine order is about divine timing. that we all have a certain path, a certain timeline where things start to unfold. So we do have to embrace those things, that we have to have patience along the way. And I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so I didn't even realize that until just now. Both of these say divine order. You can't rush the process, unfortunately for you. So have some patience. There's endless possibilities ahead. And I'm being quite frank with you when I tell you, you cannot rush divine timing. All right, so there's something about a karmic relationship that you could be dealing with at this moment, that we could be dealing with somebody who really triggers us, somebody who stirs up resentment. Remember that a karmic relationship of any capacity is meant to teach us how to let go and to love ourselves first. So if you're dealing with a karmic relationship, know that they are going to trigger the living stuff out of you. It's why they're in your life. They are a lesson. You need to take the lesson and you need to grow from it. The other thing that you have coming in is honeymoon. So it may be a new relationship that is actually very happy. So some of you could be ending a karmic relationship, and around holiday time, you might actually be meeting somebody new. I don't feel like it goes from one extreme to the other. I feel like this is the honeymoon phase in a new relationship, but I feel like this is an ending with a karmic partner, and then you get your happiness. So interesting energy for you guys. All right, so our shadow work, we have the King of Wands and the Three of Wands. So you might be dealing with somebody who is a little possessive, a little controlling, somebody who maybe has a short fuse, somebody who maybe needs some patience, and that this might be the karmic partner that you're dealing with, somebody who's kind of the polar opposite of you. So it can be a very challenging aspect to deal with. I feel like you've waited long enough for these things to actually change, and that you're kind of sick of the status quo right now, but that patience is going to be required. Once the lesson is complete, once you've attained that knowledge, then typically things kind of fizzle out and you both go your separate ways, has been my experience. So I would say that your ships are coming in. It's been a long time coming, so embrace the patience and enjoy the waiting game, right? That's really the hardest part most of the time, is that we're waiting for something to change. Sometimes there's a reason why it hasn't changed yet, so acknowledge that and take the lesson and grow. Your hard truth this week: you think someone is lying. They are. Trust your intuition. Water signs are some of the more intuitive of the zodiac. That's not to say every sign doesn't have an intuition. They do. But I feel like if you feel like someone is lying to you, trust that intuition. All right, let's see what we have going on for your week. Oh, ran out of room. Okay, so you need to be determined to put some hard work in this week. I feel like that's going to be something that you want to put out quality over quantity and put forth hard work and effort into whatever you do. Do not be lazy this week. I also feel like you may have some jealous or arrogant people around you, and so we want to be really careful with that. I feel like it's definitely a fire sign that you could be dealing with that's just kind of all over the place, real flighty energy, but a lot of like frustration and anger coming to the surface. And what you're truly looking for is your knight in shining armor, that you want somebody who is willing to take action, be affectionate, and show the emotions of a softer side. So shifting your perspective is going to be huge for you this week, especially where it comes to love, and that you can gain a victory, that you can actually achieve what it is that you want. There might also be some sort of fame, recognition, or reward after a very long fought, difficult battle, and it's in divine order that these things happen at divine timing. So know that you can't give up prematurely, that your reward will come after a lot of work, determination, and investments, but that we also need to stop overthinking it because it's causing anxiety and leaving us feeling trapped. So remember that there is endless possibilities ahead. Be frank with yourself. Be honest, sometimes brutally honest with yourself. And if something doesn't sit right with you, if you think people are lying to you, trust your intuition and get to the bottom of it. It's time to learn the lessons from a karmic partner so that we can go into a lot happier stage. Trust me, you've waited long enough for these things to happen, so embrace the changes and go with the flow. Pisces, my home team, what do we got going on for Pisces? Well, it looks like somebody thinks you're perfect. So that might be a little bit hard to live up to. So let's see what else we have going on. Could be that they feel like you're perfect for them. It's time to chill the fuck out and breathe the fuck in. So I feel like you might need a chill pill this week, Pisces. I myself am definitely stressed. That's why I'm going to be taking the next couple of days off of recording. I'm still going to make sure you guys have messages this week. I'm just not going to be uploading a ton of content this week, so I can take a couple of days to myself and just kind of unwind. It's been a pretty stressful summer. Now that we're kind of easing into fall, things start to slow down a little bit, so that's kind of a needed blessing right now. And so we need to embrace kind of the stillness of things. So if you're able to take a vacation, do that. If you're able to take a mental vacation, really do that. But definitely find some time to just chill the fuck out, because you're going to need it. You rock and you're amazing. So don't forget that. Let's see what else we have going on for you. All right, so we have the love dragon. Interesting. Someone might also be very envious of the love that you are receiving or the love that you're capable of giving. I also think that somebody is going to come in and show you kind of pure love and what it can actually look like. The ideal of perfection when it comes to love. But I feel like we need to start by giving ourselves love and care and respect. And so some of that might be chilling out and not realizing that we're actually amazing and that other people might see us as perfect. And so there may be some envy along the way. So be careful of that energy. Sometimes when people are envious of what you have or what they see, that they kind of get things a little twisted. And so that can cause some issues across the board. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So we need to learn empathy for people. We need to realize that everybody is going through something and that we are the same as anybody else, myself included. Just because I'm a psychic medium doesn't mean I'm any more special than anyone else out there. And I try to really make sure that you guys know that we're all equals here. This is a safe place where we can learn, where we can come together as a community, share ideas. I like to share recipes. I crochet, and I'm no more special than anyone else. This is just something that God gave me to help others. And so this is part of my calling, that I'm here to spread the knowledge that I have, that I've learned over my lifetime, and to hopefully help you along your path. And that's it. There's no extra gain for me to do this. I don't want any clout or anything like that. I never wanted to be famous, nothing like that. My job is to help you guys, and that's why I'm here. So hopefully these messages help you guys in your healing journey. All right, so some things are going to change suddenly where you may have been in separation from somebody, especially romantically. So expect some sudden changes or shocking news to come to the surface in love. It could surprise you, it could cause some upheaval, but it will bring transformations in the love department. I also get the sense that whoever this is, I should say, that's going to cause these changes in your life, that this could be somebody that you already know and that you've been in a period of separation from this person for a while now. So there's been a lot of time apart, a lot of distance, and that's something that is about to change. So drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. So be your true authentic self. I feel like that's what's going to help to really change things for the better for you this week. All right, fingers, I need you to work. All right, so you've definitely been waiting for things for a long time, and I feel like you've almost given up or lost hope, and that might be really causing a lot of problems for you, as well as that it's like, when the heck is this going to happen? Is it going to happen? And that maybe you're envious of other people, and you see, what do the kids call it these days, cuffing season. You see all these weddings, and you see engagements, and maybe you're single, or you went through a terrible separation or breakup from somebody, and it's like, when is it my turn? When am I going to get what I'm looking for? So chill the fuck out. Know that the perfect person is coming into your life at the right time, and that you've waited a long time for this to happen. So don't lose faith that it is coming. All right. So your guard is really high. So that's the other issue that we have to work on, is that while you really desire to be in a loving, perfect relationship, and perfect, I use loosely as, nothing is perfect, right? But we achieve something that feels perfect for us, or that it's a good fit for us. So I use that term loosely. But our guard is super high. So how do you expect to let this perfect love grow if you're always closing the door? If they've got to climb over a 50-foot tall wall to get to your heart, that's a bit of a challenge. So chill the fuck out and kind of let things unfold naturally. It's going to be okay. It's okay to be vulnerable with the right people. Okay, what do we have going on for Pisces this week? All right, so we definitely have some envy or jealous people, and I feel like it has to do with love. So make sure that it's not the green-eyed monster, that you're not being jealous, malicious, or manipulative towards other people, that we want to be in our good healing energy, and that we don't want to procrastinate on things that are our responsibility, especially where like work or financial things are concerned. You're facing your fears this week. You have some sort of decision that you're weighing, and you're at a crossroads. So make sure you see it clearly so that you're able to make a wise decision, and then be honest with yourself. I feel like you are a natural born leader. I feel like you're definitely not a follower, and that you are somebody who is going to go far in life as long as you are good and true to yourself. You have a lot of good news coming in this week. So some good news to celebrate, some positive things. Money is definitely going to be improving, more than enough to be able to kind of be generous to other people. And your hard work is really going to help you pay off. You might also be gaining some sort of like new job, new position, where you might be traveling or relocating, moving to greener pastures, but the hard work is really going to finally be worth it. So face your fears and make a decision about what you want to do. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of anxiety this week, and that you're struggling with control. So the advice is to chill the fuck out. Remember, you don't have to be perfect, that people will still love you for who you are. And if you feel like you aren't loved, you need a new set of people, because remember, you're amazing. So let go of control issues, the anxiety and the imbalance. Know that the hard work will pay off this week. Embrace the changes that are coming. Most of them look really freaking awesome. Have a great week, Pisces. All right, my Scorpios, let's see what we have going on for you this week. Your song is Numb by Linkin Park. So are you numb to something? Are you numbing your feelings? Are you trying to kind of let go of something? Or did you get completely numb from some sort of painful ending? Carpe diem, seize the fucking day. Why? YOLO, you only live once. So there's something going on you're really numb to, but you need to like wake up and smell the coffee, that you need to actually get out there and live a little bit and seize the fucking day. Carpe fucking diem. Never ever doubt it. I feel like you are so enough, but you need to believe it. And maybe that's what you're kind of numb to. Maybe you don't believe that you're enough. We've got to learn to shift our perspective. That's not where we want to be. It's going to take some courage to step out of your comfort zone and to let go of these things that are worrying you or scaring you right now. And so you need to dig deep. You need to stop numbing your feelings, and you need to face your feelings. Don't doubt what you're feeling. You need to just face it, and you need to embrace whatever it is. If it's negative, we want to work through that. We want to let go of it. You could also be suffering from some form of grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I'm actually going to give you that one from the book so we can get the full meaning, because if you are dealing with grief, I feel like this is important, that we need to actually learn to heal that. So we make a lot of decisions based on two emotions. Truthfully, every decision we make is based on either love or fear, and we don't want to get stuck in fear. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is merely an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate or having had it in the first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because the parting is temporary and illusionary. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end, and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept it in your heart that you will be reunited with everything that you have ever loved, it will give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from the experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. So realize that this is something that we are able to adjust to. While grief is terrible, and I don't wish that on anybody, it is a part of our life cycle. None of us live forever, and sometimes we lose people that we greatly love. So find your courage and know that you can overcome the grief and learn a new sense of normal, and eventually one day you will be reunited with whoever and whatever you have lost. All right, so we have sunglasses and you deserve love. So someone might be watching you, stalking you, gaslighting you, or they're focusing out, meaning that they might be projecting things onto you. Know that you need some self-acceptance this week and you deserve love. So if you're numb to that, I feel like we really need to kind of wake those things up, and that we need to make sure that we are practicing self-love and self-care. Give me 1 second. Sorry guys, something was poking the crap out of me. It hurt like hell. All right, so let's see. We have shadow work. So we definitely are dealing with past stuff coming up. Could be grief from the past. It could also be past memories resurfacing. So we want to make sure that we're not getting stuck in the past, that we want to go forward. And I feel like you're finally starting to see that maybe you are numbing painful memories so that you can find courage to overcome the grief, and that you're learning to love yourself. And if you're not working on those things, I feel like that needs to be the focus this week. You have a lot of choices to make. It could be in love as well, that you need to really make wise decisions about love, and you need to maybe be a little courageous and kind of seize the day. So never doubt that you are enough for the right people. It's time to stop talking, shut your mouth, and listen. So what is it that you need to listen to this week? Is it self-love? Is it self-care? Is there some things that you need to take some lessons and grow from this week? Let's see what else we have. All right, so there is going to be some form of communication coming in this week that may cause you to overthink a little bit or cause a lot of anxiety. Know that you don't want to continue that pattern, that you need to take a leap of faith and step out of your comfort zone, and that you may also need to be a little bit more independent. You do need to find your courage so that you can seize the day, and you need to not doubt that fact that you have the courage. You also need to find some stability in your life, especially in your finances, it looks like, and that you are overcoming a lot of grief, loss, heartache, and pain. So work on healing this week. And I feel like you are waiting to take some sort of trip. Maybe it has to do with like a funeral or something, hopefully not. Maybe you actually get to take a trip that you want to take, that you've been longing to, and that it's been a long time coming. So enjoy yourself. You need to get out there and seize the day. Remember, we're only in this body one time, and then we get the choice whether we come back or not in a different form. So seize the day. Don't doubt where you're being led. Be willing to take a leap of faith this week. Find your courage, find your confidence. It's time to let go of the past and try for something new. Have a great week, guys. Geminis, let's see what we have going on for you this week. Your song is She Got the Best of Me by Luke Combs. So maybe you feel like you, what is the right way I want to describe this? Maybe you feel like you gave the best version of yourself to somebody and maybe it didn't work out. So maybe you're going through some sort of healing process as well. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. And you will champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the seventh day. So speak your truth. I feel like that's going to be important for you as well, especially if there was an ending with somebody. Whatever the truth is, that you need to kind of own it. It might suck a little bit. The truth sometimes can be ugly and not very nice, but we always need to operate in the truth. Leave room for magic. Leave room for the unexpected. So I feel like you could have some good things coming for you this week, but we may have to get really comfortable with the silence. So know that if there is some sort of failure, that you view something as a failure, you need to understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So don't see it as a negative thing, see it as an opportunity to learn something. So whether you were in a relationship that didn't work out, whether it was something else that didn't work out and you feel like you failed, know that it's not really a failure. The truth is that it's an opportunity for you to learn something that your soul needs in order to grow. So enjoy or embrace the silence in order to make some forward progress. It does look like you're looking for some sort of stability or permanence when it comes to love. So the recommendation is that you remain flexible. So allow things to change, allow things to come and go out of your life. If it's meant for you, it will stay or it'll circle back around. And if it's not meant for you, then things will change and align when the frequency is correct and right for somebody or something better to come into your life. It does look like some of you have either a past life relationship, a twin flame, or a soulmate connection that is coming into your life, or this could be what failed. So if it's really meant to be, if it's really a soulmate, then there's a chance that things could transform. If it's a twin flame, we definitely trigger the shit out of each other so that we can learn and grow, and that's kind of part of it. So the truth might piss you off about this situation, but it will set you free. So know that if you're in a very difficult, very challenging relationship, if you are a true twin flame, that those are some things that need to happen for your soul growth and development. Soulmate typically is a lot easier. You tend to have a lot less major issues, but it doesn't mean that it is completely challenge free. But you may also have had past lives with this person and they might be coming back around. So leave room for the unexpected to come in, and unexpected it may be. All right, so somebody may be lacking a little bit of confidence right now. I feel like someone needs to kind of come up with a plan. I feel like failure is really the biggest thing holding this connection back. So it's almost like this person is nervous or feeling awkward about coming back in. There may have been a long period of silence. There may have been an ending. But I really feel like this person wants to come in and they want union with you, but they're trying to gather their confidence in order to do so. Let's see what else we have. You're being shady. Watch out. Some shit could get ugly. So make sure that you are always telling the truth. Remember, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Let's see what else we have going on for you guys this week. What else do we need to know? All right. So you do have an offer coming in. I do feel like it's like an unexpected visitor. So remember, leave room for the unexpected. There has been an ending of some sort, something that needed to end for this new cycle to begin, for your good luck to come in and change. And somebody was very, very confused after an ending or a falling out, and they do want to come in and bring some sort of love offer. I feel like this could be a really grounded, really beneficial relationship. We have pretty much every element is on the board here, but I feel like the King of Cups is a really nurturing companion, and I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is kind of business focused and very grounded. So that could be a very beneficial duo there. I think that could work out quite well. So water sign and earth sign energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Does not have to be those, but I do feel like those could work well. And that you need to kind of have some boundaries. So if something didn't work out, if there was some sort of hiccup or issue, some sort of failure along the way, that we want to let those things go. We want to embrace the change and then leave room for the unexpected. Remember that in the silence, we do a lot of healing. So listen to the divine and trust where you're being led. You have some good news coming for you after an ending this week, and it does look like your luck gets a whole lot better. Hello, Libras. Let's see what we have going on for you this week. All right, your song is The Truth by Jason Aldean. So I feel like it's time. It's maybe past time for you to speak your truth somewhere. So let's see what else we have. Behold the field in which I grow my fucks, lay thine eyes upon it and see that it is barren. Cultivate calm. So this is about giving no fucks. Maybe that's the truth, that you need to just kind of let it go. I really strongly feel like across the board, a lot of us are just kind of like over everything. No fucks will be given, that we are done, we are over it. So there might be a barren field where your fucks used to grow. Let it all go. It's possible for you, and nothing you desire is impossible. So keep going. So there's going to be some frustrations, I feel like, for you this week, especially as Mercury is exiting this week on Friday. So by next week, things should start to mellow out a little bit. And I do think that things can actually be a little easier to deal with. All right, there may be some friendship that is in your life for a reason. So I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So if it's a reason. Once the lesson is learned, they exit your life. If it's for a season, it's just a short while, something that you needed to get from that relationship. And again, they don't always stay. And for a lifetime is self-explanatory. It's somebody that's meant to be there forever. I feel like you're opening up to a whole new world, that some things are really changing for you. You're shifting your perspective somewhere. Maybe you're finally opening your eyes to see the truth in something, and that it's time to really focus on yourself, your self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. You could have met the one. This might be somebody that's already in your life, somebody that you actually love very much, and so maybe you're shifting your perspective on what the next opportunity is for you. The Knight of Swords. So I feel like you've been lacking confidence. It is air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel like you have been feeling a little bit weak, feeling like you didn't have your confidence, that you weren't brave enough to go towards this new world or this new relationship, or even moving a relationship to the next level. So it's time to set some boundaries, some goals, and to take some bold move, make a calculated risk, think about it logically before you do so. You may be a little bit pessimistic about this opportunity, but I feel like the truth is that it's actually probably good for you, and that you actually need to have some tough love, maybe even for yourself. You are loved. You are here for a reason, so don't fuck it up. Remember, you can't really fuck up anything that's actually meant to be in your life. You might just delay it a little bit by making some detours along the way. Yep, it does look like detours. Okay, all of these are upside down, so we're not going to take all of the reversals, because as I looked at this, all of these were actually upside down. So we're going to flip these around and give you the message. Interesting. All right. So it does look like you have really been thinking about commitment. And I feel like it is, truth be told, that you really have been waiting for some time to actually act on this. This may be somebody that you've known since childhood. This could be somebody that you've had past lives with. This could be a soulmate. I feel like you do want commitment, you do want marriage with this person, but it's almost like a timeout was called, or that you needed a break, you needed some rest in order to really figure out what you wanted. I feel like you're really working on your confidence. I feel like you were lacking that for a long time, but things are starting to change. And you're starting to speak your mind. You're starting to really say what it is that you want and go after those things and take some bold action. Something is happening to where you're shifting your perspective and you're letting go of toxic traits, behaviors, codependencies, addictions, and things that leave you feeling like you're stuck, trapped, or bound. You may have also seen marriage and commitment as something like the old ball and chain, or something that maybe held you back. But you're shifting your perspective to see that it's really what you want, and it's what's going to bring you the ultimate happiness. So I do feel like you want to go towards marriage and commitment with a significant other, especially in a long-standing relationship. It looks like this has been something that's been in your life for quite some time, but that it was you that was holding this decision back, that you needed some time to really work on these things and contemplate what it was you wanted for the future. And I feel like you've made up your mind, you've made up your decision that you do want to go after some sort of commitment, marriage, maybe children in the future, and that you want a life with this specific person. So congratulations may be in order this week. Aquarius, my aqua sauce. Let's see what we have going on for you this week. Your song is Lips of an Angel by Hinder. So there could be some sort of infidelity, third-party situation. It doesn't always mean cheating, but there might be some sort of interference, or somebody from the past may be resurfacing. Again, we still have another week of Mercury in retrograde, but we are in a bunch of retrogrades off and on until the end of the year, so embrace that. All right, get your sweet ass outside. Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, and drink the wild air. So you may need to take a little bit of a break, go get some fresh air, get outside. Be powerful, tough, and accomplish your goals. Wake up, kick ass, repeat. So you need to kind of get motivated this week, I feel like. Motivated to make some changes, especially for your mental and physical health. You could also be experiencing some sort of loss. See, I'm talking about health, and we have the health card. So I do feel like you are kind of waking up to new possibilities. I feel like you may have lost somebody that you really cared about. Could be a relationship, could be a physical loss, but know that the loss is going to be something that transforms us, and that we are able to see that we are connected to everything, every living thing, and we will eventually reunite with anything and anyone that we lost along the way. So it's just a little bit of a waiting game, and sometimes that's the hardest part, is waiting till we reunite. You draw the health card, so I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Get outside and enjoy the fresh air. You need to get outside, you need to move, walk. If you are struggling with physical ailments, sometimes being in the sunshine is the best thing that you can do to make you feel better. If you live near a body of water, dip your toes in the water. It's starting to get chilly, but you can still kind of get out there, move a little bit, breathe in the fresh air, sit in the sunshine, eat a somewhat healthy diet if at all possible, and really make some changes for your health. Honor the physical vessel that you're in because it enshrines your soul. So take care of that vessel. All right, you could be dealing with some sort of separation when it comes to love, and you may need to actually start to express your love, or there's something that you need to kind of make a romantic gesture if you feel called to do so. There is a lot of sadness. It could have to do with the loss. Somebody might be missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future. So maybe you need to express more love, and maybe that helps to also improve your health along the way. Your shadow work, we have the devil. We're learning to overcome something that's toxic, codependency, addictions. We're finally saying no to these things, and we're starting to go in a new direction. Why? Because it's for our health. It's for our own good. Maybe you're starting to really express yourself in a positive way. Maybe you needed some time to rest and contemplate and think about what it is that you needed going forward. Part of that might be to detox. So drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Remember, we're working towards our health, and it can be mental, physical, or emotional health, spiritual as well. All right, what else do we have going on this week? Interesting. So we do have some communication. I feel like you are going to actually express how you feel instead of feeling trapped in your emotions and trapped in your head, and that your guard's been super high, maybe even about finances, but that's about to change. We have some sort of financial gains coming, and this is generational wealth, like a lottery win, an inheritance, maybe some sort of like court settlement, but a lot more money coming in, and it allows you to actually be more confident when you learn to communicate. You've waited a very long time. I feel like the waiting is really what it is that's causing the anxiety, and that we're pinching pennies out of a fear mentality. Our guard's super high. So we want to change that because more is definitely on the way. So get outside, move your body, try and do some things for your health. You're dealing with a lot right now. You're dealing with a significant loss. Know that these things can change for the better, that you can work on healing. And especially if it is something that's very emotional for you, I feel like you need some time to rest in order to really recover. So get outside, enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine while it lasts. We have a little bit left of summer where we live in the United States. So get out there and enjoy a little bit of that sunshine, and it will definitely improve things for you. All right, Virgos, let's see what we have going on for you this week. Your song is How Do You Sleep at Night by Sam Smith. So are you having difficulty sleeping, or is there something that's going on in your life that maybe there was an ending with someone and they're wondering if there's somebody else? All right, you may have 0 fucks given and you're cute as hell. So maybe you are a little cutie pie, and maybe you just don't care if you ended it with somebody. You're gonna have to see what resonates for you. She came, she saw, she went, success. Should, would, could, did. That's you. So I feel like you're kind of a doer, or that you're learning to not procrastinate and you're actually going towards something that you actually want out of life. All right, so you drew the King Arthur card. His whole purpose was to, to unite people and to alleviate fear. And the dragons were symbolic for like guardians or protectors. So think of them as like your guardian angels. And that King Arthur was responsible for, what was it, the Knights sorry, I have hiccups, the Knights of the Round Table. And so they were his loyal, trusted servants. So I always like to think of it as they were his disciples, or they were his, not servants, but they were people who helped him along his path. And that he was somebody who had a great purpose, even though he was technically imaginary or made up. The purpose is still the same, that we are trying to unite and that we are trying to come into unity with the rest of the living creatures on this planet so that we can alleviate the fear that surrounds a lot of things. So part of that is finding your self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So maybe you are waking up some of those soul gifts. Maybe you're finding your self-esteem. Maybe it has to do with love. You might be dating. You might be getting back out there, planning or setting a date, and you might be meeting somebody new. So remember to have fun with your partner. To recapture romance, it's time to allow your inner youthful spirit to have fun and shine. So maybe you're a homebody. Maybe you don't want to go out and meet new people. Why? Is it fear-based? It's time to work on that self-esteem. Have zero fucks given and just get out there and do what it is that you really want to do. I feel like you are definitely transitioning out of conflict and chaos into calmer waters, and part of that is facing your fear in the mirror. You are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. So what is it that you need to handle this week? Well, it does look like love is definitely at the forefront this week, that you could really be meeting somebody new, and you could definitely be thinking about commitment. So maybe you're going to finally get up the nerve to ask that special someone out on a date. We also have the Knight of Cups, which talks about a romantic gesture. He's truthfully the knight in shining armor. And we have King Arthur, which talks about the Knights of the Round Table, Lancelot. So maybe your knight in shining armor is coming in to kind of offer you what you've been looking for. It does look like there is commitment in the cards, literally. So you need to be open to new opportunities. I feel like you'll have the world at your fingertips, and it's been a long time coming. The wait is almost over. Timing was definitely a factor, but there is some sort of breakthrough, surprise, epiphany, or transformation. It does look like you are ascending. Your dreams and thoughts could definitely be really important right now, and some of these things are keeping you up at night. How do you sleep at night? It looks like not much lately. Me too. I totally resonate with that. So it looks like some things are changing positively in the love department, and you've waited a long time. So let go of the fear and anxiety, find your courage and confidence, move out of any conflict and chaos, and go after what it is that you want this week. All right, Taurus, let's see, what do we have for the Bull Gang? Let's see, your song is Your Body is a Wonderland, John Mayer. So somebody thinks you're sexy. Somebody definitely likes what they see, and they definitely want to get to know you better. So you be you. Practice radical acceptance. So maybe you need to learn to accept that other people find you attractive, or that other people really do want to be with you in that circumstance. You might need to accept that. Have courage and stand up for yourself. Walk in your truth. So you be you. Walk in your truth. Accept who you are. Practice radical acceptance. I feel like that's something that could definitely benefit you going forward. Ooh, we have a new card I haven't seen. Love that. So Temple of the Sun. We're going to get that one from the book. Let's see what we have for this guy. I love these cards. We've been using them a lot on the channel. I got these last week, so still learning the deck, but this is a brand new one. We haven't seen it yet. So Temple of the Sun. If you draw this card, the sun god himself has invited you to enter his golden temple and to look into the mirror of truth. This is a great honor. Prepare for this journey by showering and dressing in white clothing, or wear none at all. Draw a Star of David on a large sheet of paper. Play some calming music and light 6 gold or white candles. Sit down on the paper and arrange the candles around you, ensuring that each star tip points to a candle. Close your eyes and call your personal dragon to you. Ask it to take you to the mirror of truth. Your imagination is a gift from the divine source, so do not be shy about using it. Fly to the sun. The sun god will protect you from the heat and the bright light. Your dragon delivers you to the entrance of the golden temple. Dismount and enter the temple alone, where you will see the large golden mirror. Take your time, walk slowly to the mirror, and stand in front of it. Look into it and recognize yourself as a dragon rider. See the gown that you wear as a dragon rider, the color of your hair, and the items that you carry with you, your jewelry or ritual objects. This is you. Take this image deep into your heart and hear the voice of the sun god as he tells you, you are the light that your world needs. Now turn around and return to your dragon. Look into its large and loving eyes and recognize the joy in them. It's so glad to see you in the gown that you wear as a dragon rider. Thank the sun god and let your dragon take you home. So again, this is about practicing radical acceptance, loving who you are. You be you, walk in your truth, and you will find your purpose. I know what I am here to do. And if you're like, damsel, I don't have a freaking clue what I'm here to do. What are your passions? What lights you up inside? What is it that you find joy and happiness naturally? And if you never made a dime doing it, what would you love to do? I guarantee you will find your purpose if you do those simple things. So maybe you need to get out and have some time with friends. Maybe you're moving on from something. Maybe you're happily single, living in the moment and having fun. But I feel like by just doing you, just being yourself and being authentic, you will find who and where you are supposed to be. So free yourself. It's time to make some changes. It's time to take back control of your life, your shadow work. You may be in hermit mode. I feel like you're finally starting to come out of your shell, that you're starting to really be seen again, that you're coming out of this hiding mentality that you might have been in. It's time to shine your light, to remember that the temple of the sun dragon is telling you it's time to illuminate. So be who you are. All right, it's time to set some goals, especially financial goals. There may be some things going on that we need to address as far as work related or financial related, but there's a new opportunity that looks like it's coming in. So be fucking grateful, because shit could be so much worse. And that's always the truth. So let's see what else we have going on. Yep, I thought so. So it does look like there is communication about love coming in that's going to require you to take a leap of faith and step out of your comfort zone. It is going to be very emotionally fulfilling for you. You could have some sort of wish fulfillment coming in, and it really comes in quickly. Quick communication, fast moving after a long period of stagnation. So I feel like you need to see how wonderful you are, that other people see that about you, and that it's time to really embrace all of your gifts and walk in your truth, as well as to find your confidence. I feel like somebody could be kind of coming in with a love offer for you that really kind of takes you by surprise, but that it's going to take teamwork to make the dream work. So set some goals and be willing to try something new and step out of your comfort zone. I feel like whoever this person is sees you as really amazing, really gorgeous. No matter what you look like, no matter how you feel on the inside, that this person sees your essence and they want to get to know you better, and they're coming in with an offer for you. All right, last but not least, my Capricorns, let's see what we have for you guys. So your song is Break My Baby by Kaleo. So it could have been dealing with some sort of breakup, some sort of ending or heartbreak. Let's see what else we have going on. Addicted to inner peace. Get your quick fix. I feel like you will absolutely be addicted to peace once you align with that energy where you're like, nope, I'm going after peace. I don't care about all this other stuff because I'm tired of the chaos and I want to live a peaceful existence. Be two things, who and what you want. Be classy and fabulous. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you. So you have the Dragon Rider. So think of the dragons as your guardians, like your guardian angels, and that this is an entity that's meant to be with you to help you on your soul's journey, and that not everybody gets to ride a dragon. So this is a special connection. You are tethered to your dragon by your heart through a silver energetic cord, and that this dragon can come assist you with just about anything. So you need to have that bond and connect to that dragon's energy. Think of it like a guardian angel. So when you call it to you, all you have to do is use gratitude and ask them for assistance in whatever area it is, and then make sure that you also thank them. There's some sort of change that's coming for you. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So we don't want stuck, stagnant energy. We want some change in our life. And part of that might be finding finding some peace in your life. I feel like that could be super important for you. All right, it does look like you have a soulmate. It could be your dragon energy coming in. It could also be a love relationship. So you are using things like manifesting or law of attraction in order to call in this soulmate, and that you may have known this person before. You usually share many lifetimes with your soulmates, your soul tribe, and that we have lots of those in our lifetime. So they are meant to go with us through our journey here on earth. And you have a soul connection, a partnership or agreement, and a soul contract with whoever this is. All right, we have the Five of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. So we're starting to shift our perspective on something. The change is definitely warranted, and it's starting to become a reality. And I feel like you are starting to change your mind about love. You might be meeting somebody who is literally everything you've been looking for. I always say that the King of Cups, whether it's male or female, it's just the energy of the card, is very nurturing. He's very romantic. He's evolved. He's emotionally intelligent. He's the whole dang package. So I feel like after a heartbreak, you're going through some changes. Just be you. Welcome the change. Welcome in this soulmate energy that's coming in, because he or she is going to be something that is really beneficial for you. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact, it's time to clean yourself up. So if you need to maybe do something for your appearance to make yourself feel better, or you just need to go take a shower and kind of clean yourself up to feel better, do those things. It will definitely help change your attitude. All right, what else do we have going on for Capricorns this week? What do we need to know? Interesting. So you do have a victory coming for you. Some sort of recognition or being cast in the spotlight is definitely a possibility. I feel like this could also be an elevation in your status somehow. So maybe you're getting recognized. Maybe you go viral on social media. Maybe you have to do public speaking. Maybe you're on stage or a public figure of something that you do, but this is gaining you some sort of notoriety or some sort of potential fame. All right, so we need to dance to the beat of our own drum. We need to follow our passions, be a little bit more driven, outspoken, rebellious, and that we have a decision that we need to make about the future. So contemplate what that looks like, and then make some action in order to change things that don't work so you can get to where you want to be. I feel like you are definitely manifesting some things. You need to find your confidence, you need to find your independence, and you need to go after what it is that you actually want. Whatever is being hidden from you is going to be revealed. So either people are getting caught for the bullshit that they're pulling, the games, the deceit, any sort of trickery that's going on is going to be found out, and these people might even potentially be facing things like jail time, job loss, things like that, to where it's not going to go well in their favor if they're doing nefarious things. You also have an unexpected love offer that's coming in. So I feel like this could be a soulmate that's entering your life. Either you're making the offer or someone's making it to you. This is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And this is a manifestation coming in. So I feel like you have been for a long time trying to pull this energy to you, and that when the time is right, this person will enter your life. So it looks like you have some manifestations that you've really been working on that are coming in. You have some status change that's coming in, and you have the potential for a soulmate that you are pulling in. So shift your perspective, find your inner peace this week. Know that if you went through an ending, it's because things needed to change. So be classy and fabulous this week, and know that things are changing for the better. That's what we have for you guys as weekly messages. I hope something resonates. If you're not already subscribed to the channel and you like the content, please consider doing so. It really does help us grow, and my goal is always to help you guys heal along your journey. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, those are done through my email. It will always be listed on the About page, or it is listed in the description box of all of the videos. I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday in the live. We'll go live about 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. Look forward to seeing you. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you soon.